Hey guys, here playing as Corset Whalen. This is our consulting visit Midseasons. And we're up against Kate. Don't know what Kate it is yet. I've seen all manner of things coming out of Kate recently. Since prepaid is gone, people are just trying whatever. So, gonna go into these assassins. Pretty uncertain if he's going to have Link or not. He's got one to start, and if we end up with him playing like Security Nexus and Rabbit Holes, we'll be pretty sad. Otherwise, this could do something. Against David, it's like semi-okay. Got our remote down before Astrolabe, so that's a nice way to start. Let's see if we draw money. In this deck, you're really drawing whenever you want money, because you have a lot of operation economy. So this Jackson, you can think of him almost as an economy card in this deck because you're going to be getting your cards at a higher ratio. This hostile takeover, we're down to 1 in the deck, and it's because I wasn't loving it. And the reason I wasn't loving it was the bad pub is bad with the assassin. It's bad against any kind of non-Faust deck, but he's taking it off our hands for us. Not what I really wanted to happen. But I also didn't want to res bash and go to 0 and then have him just index us or whatever. Okay, green level, I like that. Oaktown. Let's not put that yet. Maybe we'll put it next turn. Maybe we can throw away the food, probably. I don't know if I like spending Jackson on just these 2 cards. I don't love to do that, but I also... He might not run archives this turn. Maybe we'll get to play a money operation and then Oaktown and put in the remote like that. Okay. Now he's got the laundry, so it makes sense for him to run here. And we can't win the money, so you can mid-season him here if we're ahead on cash, but we haven't drawn a lot so far. Oh, there we go. 13. So we can be on 14. He's going to be on 16. This checks him for probably a good amount. This, he can take the net. You know what? I feel like this is an okay time for this. Let's shove it and see if he wants to take it. If he ends up paying 6 for Lady, we're in good shape. If he ends up paying for Parasite, still kind of okay. Still $3. So the issue with this consulting bid is it costs $2, which I think is a great idea for balance standpoint. If it was another free tutor, it'd be probably a little overpowered. It would probably go in every deck. As is at $2, plus the alliance requirement, you gotta have something that's pretty good to search for, in this case, mid-season replacements. So we need him to spend quite a bit of money before this consulting visit for mid-seasons becomes good. Oh, it's Faust. Ah. Yikes. Okay, does he have David? It's like the Anarch Shaper deck. He can probably take 3 net and pay the trace here. And he's at 8, which is plenty of money. I was hoping he was going to spend more on these 2 ice. Didn't expect Faust for sure. One of the many possible Kate decks we can play now. Kate's just so like kind of generic and dare I say a bit bland that you can do whatever you want with Kate. Personally, I prefer the runners like Nastier or like Geist where they really push you to play certain things. Ooh, nice. Deus Ex. So we did not take 3 net. And we are probably just dead in the water now. Mid-season not happening. He can chip to get this again. Yeah, okay, so our Bastion's 2 cards, kind of whatever. If we put Jackson, I don't think he's going to run it. There's no reason he needs to go after an unadvanced card. We throw away the Bastion. It's not a great ratio for us. Let's get something better. Okay, even just drawing more money is fine. But if he gets sucker down, we have no CVS, so our Archives is totally vulnerable to him sucker farming and killing this assassin. Yeah, I think we were hasting this Oaktown. Not knowing anything about his deck, we could maybe have assumed the worst. I think you weren't pessimistic enough about what he had in his deck. He's got a lot of bullets, so this is also going to break Assassin very cheaply if it's not dead already. We kind of can't score here. I don't know. Even if we get our Archer, he can easily break that. So what do we have? We have the 3rd Assassin. We have basically a very difficult money race to win. So consulting to restructure, you're getting $4 for 2 clicks. It's decent. The issue with it can be that you're taking a money card out of your deck, so you're decreasing the chance of drawing it later. We can shuffle it back in, so that's going to be mitigated here. But yeah, he can do nothing because we can't credibly threaten to score. His Faust beats everything we can do. I think he can do nothing and we will lose. Putting Enigma here is another 2 cards. He can run last action. He's got no fear. I don't think he's got any reason to have fear. So we could go for like C double score, which is our win condition. It's going to depend if he has got any sort of Plascrete in his deck. If he's got Plascrete, we're going to probably go to the scoop phase. Yep. Awkward, isn't it? We don't have Scorched Earth. We just got to dig for Scorched Earth. The other assassin is going to get Sharpshooter repeatedly. It's rough. So the consulting is not probably that good for us, because we need to draw Scorch naturally. We've got 3 from the deck, only 18 cards left. It should come out. We need Jackson. We can't discard a 4th agenda or he'll get one just by running. So I guess we're going to pitch the assassin. And we're going to just jam this behind our superior amount of money, which may get foiled by the power of Film Critic. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, man. Still no Scorch coming out. Maybe we should have stacked 2 assassins on the server 1. That might have been more annoying for him to deal with. Because he doesn't no need to run R&D. Certainly he can take easy accesses if they're there, but I think we over-defended putting a second dice here. Maybe if we left it open in the first place to double assassin remote. I don't know. Part of it was getting to figure out what this hostile takeover. We should have scored this, I think, in this matchup. Just to get started in our money war. No, he doesn't have it. Okay. He's getting another full turn to get it again. But we need to actually draw. And we still don't have it. Man. So our deck is now 3 Scorched Earths, a Midseasons, Subliminal's doing work for us. So we'll keep this consulting visit. Now we actually have Midseasons showing. And we'll see if we can close the money gap. With this tech writer, he probably can. Well, then again, we are going to be popping the Subliminal every turn, which is pretty good. So we're in pretty severe danger of him taking the agenda and then locking us on R&D in the same turn to close the game. We can't do a whole lot about that. The only way he can just not do nothing is if we actually threaten to score out. All right, he's going to power up his RDIs. Makes sense. Let's get Subliminal back. So the Cuisine is probably no good. And we lack another hostile takeover in this deck. We're only playing 1 in order to play the second copy of Atlas. So over advancing this wouldn't have not helped us that much. Ah, there it is. There's the Plascrete. We have no answer to Plascrete in this deck. You can try stuff like Taurus, which pretty hard to fire. You can try stuff like Power Grid Overload, really expensive. You can try Shadow Remains. I almost like Shadow Remains in this deck. I think I might try a copy of it. People typically will bite if the money advantage is in their favor and they think it's safe. The reason I think it doesn't see much play is the 0 trash cost. It sucks to have it in your R&D and just get thrown away and then they get a deeper dig on you. So it's tough to justify playing it in a medium infused world. So he's feeling good now about himself. He's feeling like there's what, 4 agenda left. Let's see what he has to breaker for this, because he hasn't shown a levy yet, but he has the same old thing, so he must have levy in order to fuel his Faust. He is losing a click. So he res for 7 here. And what does this do? He can break it with Sharpshooter for $1. He can chip. He gets at least 3 breaks for $1 while building Tech Writer. I think it's not worth it. I think we just pray our R&D holds out and that the scorches are above the other cards. So there's one scorch. I like it. I like it a lot. So I guess we could C-source him, but we need to do 8 damage, or 9 damage, so we don't have enough clicks to do it no matter what we do. Yeah, we do this, we'll shuffle our deck. Don't love to do that. Let's try to draw. Okay, that's similarly worthless. Because we can't beat this sharpshooter enough times. But I guess we need to put it down. Maybe we need to res this anyway. Just so that he would run it eventually. So fair game to check that. I think our best play is still the Midseasons route. He doesn't seem to have a film critic. We need him to steal but not win. And then we can blast him for 10 damage. Bastion. We can spare these 4 credits. Kind of wanted to think we have something in here. I mean, if he has a lady, it's probably in his hand right now, given that most of his cards are in his hand. Like, if we were to actually whiff the legwork, that would create some uncertainty. Oh no, he has it in his deck, one of his 2 remaining cards. Okay. Well, that's fine too. We gear checked him. We made him pay 5. I lost our Jackson. That's the one I wanted to keep. The thing is, if we were to have to Scorch out to kill the Plascrete, we could shuffle the Scorches back in and go a second time. Now we're really going for the 10 damage kill shot. Not really good. It's all right. If we consulting visit for something else, like say we consult for well, 3 hedges are gone. 3 restructures are gone. This doesn't do much. Oh boy. Okay. So we can force the issue next turn by installing the Atlas. But then we don't have the extra damage in our hands, so we've got to draw it. And there's a risk of him taking the Atlas here and then taking an R&D. So we might not want to try the Atlas play at all. Our deck still has 3 food in it, so there's a very good chance he's going to win an R&D next time he runs. I think that's certainly his best line. Just wait and then run R&D. I don't think we can beat that because our Scorch was late. So we've got Scorch, Scorch, Food, Food, GLC, and I'm not sure what else exactly. Oh, he misses the Alice. That's too bad. I almost think I wanted him to hit the Alice so we could run the mid-season, but then he would have followed up with a run in R&D, so which probably wins for him. So this is an interesting game. At first I thought we were just completely out of it because of losing that first Oak Town to the unexpectedly efficient breakers, but now that we've gotten our money above him, the mid-season is real. Yeah, okay, so now we're in it. Now we're completely in it. We res this, sharpshooter happens. I think we need to actually res, so he can't run a second time next turn if we whiff. He still has no breaker for this, so he's going to have to pay a card. Cyber Cipher, sure. So if he takes one agenda and we top deck the Scorch, we'll be in good shape. Otherwise, I think we're probably done. He's seeing 3 cards. This is dicey. Ah, no. Oh well, valiantly fought. Okay, well I think if our draw had been a bit different, we could have won this. So I don't feel too bad about this deck's performance. If we res this the first time around, he would have spent 1 extra clone chip on 1 extra sharpshooter, so no real change to the game state. Thanks for watching, guys.